studying on campus, like we're self-teaching, but at the same time we can also reach our teacher like immediately whenever we have questions. So it's really good.
What do you think, Shawnee?
From the first day that I arrived on campus, we did a COVID test, and about 1 week later, we did another. And for those twice COVID tests, can make me feel safe during on the campus. For the in-class study, all the teachers, I like them all because actually they don't have to teach because they have recorded video, but all of them, they are really teaching in class. And whenever I was sending email or have a question to them, they respond me really quickly.
It's really good to be back because you can actually be in class with your classmates and your teachers. So compared to virtual classes, you can actually throw questions in class or have a discussion with your classmates about the topic that you're learning. So I think it's really great that you can actually have direct conversations. So yeah, I think it's really good to be back here.
I think the best thing about it is being able to go to your peers and teachers if you need them after school hours, and you can do work with them, you can ask them questions, and you can also hang out with everybody.
Being able to discuss things more openly, I think online it's much more of it's much more structured, first of all, and bureaucratic in the way you have to work, and on top of that, the instruction is very, very limited. But here, first of all, the instruction can be flexible to you and your needs specifically because you can ask questions and discuss things and talk. And on top of that, the work is much more flexible, so you're able to kind of meet your own pace, like the way they want to do it now, like with this new modern classroom stuff, where it's they implement that more here than I think they would online.
I'm Stephanie Hendrick, Director of Nursing at EF Academy. Just going to talk to you a little bit about our intake procedure when it comes to managing the COVID-19 situation. So you guys will arrive on campus, you'll check in and go right to your room, where one of our nurses will come to the room and do a PCR COVID swab. It's a nasal swab. We're going to have one of our nurses demonstrate just to know a little bit about what the swab is. It's looking for a specific kind of genetic material as opposed to the rapid antigen test that is also available. So this one is much more reliable. We send the sample out to a lab and then usually get results within 36 to 48 hours, which time during that period you guys are isolated in your room. All your meals are delivered directly to you. Once we have your results, as long as they're negative, you'll be able to come out of your room and interact with the rest of your quarantine cohort, as we're calling it. You'll be able to move around campus a little bit more, go to the dining hall for your meals, and just have life kind of feel a little bit more normal, even though you won't be going to class during that 2-week period. If you were to have a positive result, you guys would move to our isolation wing down at the end of the West Hall, and you'd remain there for your 2-week quarantine period instead of the initial room that you're in. So it's pretty easy, and we're going to have Jackie, one of our other nurses, swab me right now so you can see that it's not as scary and uncomfortable as people might make it sound.
Hi guys, I'm Jackie. I'm one of the nurses here. I'll be one of the nurses that come around to swab you. So it's very simple. It's a cotton tip swab. It's going to go in each side of the nose. It just takes a few seconds. Stephanie is going to demonstrate for me. The swab will then go in this tube, and this tube will go into the bag and go to the lab. So we're going to show you how simple this is. Okay? We go in one side, and then you go ahead and you go in the other side. Then the swab will go in this tube and then sent out. And that's as simple as it is.
I feel pretty good about it. I mean, we have to wear a mask, there is hand sanitizer in every classroom. After every class, the teachers are disinfect the chairs, the tables, everything. For example, the gym, you have always wipe it down. There are a limited of persons who are allowed to be at the gym at the same time. You have, when you're going to do sports, you have to wear your mask. It's not allowed to go to other rooms. It's very safe. You don't have to be afraid of it.
I was actually really anxious about coming back to EF in Korea. So because I saw like no masks happening around the US, but like as soon as I got here, like those thoughts went away, because like I've seen some articles that the mayor of New York is really doing well in controlling the virus. And also in school, we're getting quarantined for 2 weeks. Kind of strict in a way, but I think that's really good for controlling the virus and our safety. And also in campus, we all wear masks, and there's a route that we have to go. So I think it's really efficient in a way in controlling the viruses.
I don't think that healthy problem is gonna be a problem, because I mean, like, here is a small community, and because we live in Fernwood, it's far away from the city, and it's really safe, and everyone around us just like our family. Like, I mean, we are not afraid to stay at our family, so it's just the feeling that when we're staying with the others.
Hello everyone, I'm Mr. Hitchcock. If you haven't met me before, I am the Deputy Head of School here at EF Academy in New York for Residential and Community Life. And I just wanted to send a welcome to all of you around the world who are doing classes online, that we are here and we're waiting for you whenever you are ready to come to visit us and to start your classes here live and in person. I know that it's probably been a challenge for you doing your classes virtual, and it's also a challenge to come here to do classes live in person. But you know what's really interesting is what I've seen is once you get here, life here at EF Academy looks pretty much like normal boarding school life. Okay, everyone's wearing a mask, there's that. I'm outside right now by myself, so I don't have a mask on, but normally we all have our masks. But other than that, life looks pretty normal. You know, this weekend we had an activity with bonfires and marshmallow roasting, and it was just pretty cool, normal boarding school life. So as soon as you're ready and would like to come, we just want you to know that we're here ready to welcome you. We have lots of virtual games that you probably have already been seeing, but we also have lots of live activities here, and we have a huge network of support ready to transition you from wherever you are here to school life in New York. We of course have your pathway managers, your counselors, your dorm heads, your RAs, the resident advisor who lives in the hallway with you, and of course there's all those other students and roommates who will help you transition into school and community life here in New York. So if you are thinking about coming, we would love to see you, and I will be looking forward to meeting you. Thank you.
Hey, my name is Ms. Chapman. I am the HL Economics teacher here at EF Academy, New York. For the most part, the students that are back in class are getting almost the exact same curriculum and the exact same education that they had prior to COVID. So we're doing a lot more PowerPoint presentations and discussions, and doing stuff just together as a group. We've had students be doing projects and having debates and different discussions. So it's kind of like back to normal, which is wonderful. The only difference is everybody wears a mask. The classroom is set up in a way that students should be roughly 6 feet apart. Masks are always being worn. We wipe down the tables after the students have left, and there's definitely an abundance of disinfectant all over the school so that kids are pretty safe. I think that everybody's really adhering to the rules. Mostly the kids are here as a bubble, which is lovely, so they can't leave, and that makes them a little bit extra safe. Obviously the staff are the ones that are leaving, and we've been pretty good at trying to keep our distance from the kids, so I think it's a pretty safe environment, to be honest. Honestly, students are crazy happy to be back here. I've had enormous amount of kids come to me expressing just the joy of literally being in the class and seeing people and interacting with both their peers and their teachers. So just overall, every kid that I've talked to is just very happy to be back.
I like to say, tell the virtual students, it's actually really good to be back in campus, and I actually encourage you to do that because I feel kind of really safe and away from the virus.
I think you guys should really do your best to come out here because it is really awesome to be around everybody, and the campus is beautiful, it's big, the dorm rooms are awesome, the food is awesome, so yeah, and I really hope to see everybody.
I really miss you guys. It's like our school, when the second groups of people who quarantine came out, I feel like our schools finally have some people, it's kind of fun as I can hear someone talking everywhere, every corner around our school, and I really expected that everyone is coming back and our school are full of students.
And I swear that everyone on campus is pretty nice, like Miss Dunn, our mom.
Yeah.
And also, campus life is really fun. You are just, staying in a small community. It's pretty good. Just come here.